Greetings, my friend. How are you doing today? Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, for joining me here on Thank You Life. This segment of Thank You Life is Thank You Life for Patience. Patience is so important, as in all the other parts of Thank You Life that we've covered before. Thank you, life, for gratitude, honesty, compassion, and now patience. So, in the previous metaphors we have talked about, before I get into this too much, I am sorry, sometimes I forget to do so. You might not know me, you might not know who I am. My name is Aaron Cezurik. I am a 200-hour yoga teacher. I teach in the Niles Girard area of Ohio. I also teach at a rehab facility for substances. I teach chair yoga as well at a nursing home. So thank you again. Thank you once again for joining me. So, in moving back to those qualities, those other parts of Thank You Life that we have covered so far, we've been acquiring many friends on our journey of life. We have gratitude, honesty, compassion, and now patience. The previous metaphor was to describe gratitude as a doorway or a gateway, a way that we might proceed into happiness and health, how the the door becomes open to us once we accept gratitude into our lives. Honesty is a way for us to listen, to learn, to be truthful about ourselves, to be truthful about what situations will bring us into the state of gratitude, what situations in our lives, what things in our lives are aiding us in arriving at our greater good, keeping an awareness of what is and what is not in service of our greater good. And then compassion helps maintain our ability to proceed through this doorway of gratitude. If we do become, we can become, I should say, at least I can become, in my experience, a little too harsh with myself. When it comes to being honest, sometimes it can turn into being judgmental and being harsh and restricting myself in life somehow, um, because I do want I do want to follow a good path in life, but sometimes rules and regulations disallow for the flexibility that's needed to sustain a lifelong practice of gratitude. So compassion can be very important to help us alter day to day when one day and it's never the same as the next day. So sometimes kindness and a certain ease of restriction, um, a certain flexibility in rules can be necessary to allow us a chance to recuperate from maybe some negative places we might find ourselves in. And then we arrive at patience. So maybe you can already gather within this whole process. Patience is very important because this is an ongoing cycle of gratitude, honesty, compassion, of being able to see what serves our greater good moment to moment. It takes some sustainability. It takes patience. Yes, patience is a very welcome companion on this journey towards health and happiness. finding that way to follow through the gracious feelings that we can feel towards life in general. Without patience, it would be impossible to allow ourselves the time needed, the trial and the error. I'm not going to necessarily say there is an absolute right and wrong. So trial and error does seem like an imperfect way to put things, but some things do feel better to us than others in our lives, and they help lead us to feelings of love and happiness and gratitude where other things do not. And over the course of the lifetime, this may change and become kind of turned over on the end and become totally different from where we started the journey. So it's why it's important not to have such a rigid idea of trial and error. I should say trial and error is moment to moment, is day to day, and so on and so forth. So it does become and evolve as we do. There is no black and white in trial and error. It's just whatever is appropriate to us. And patience as our companion, as our way to sustain this practice of trying to stay connected and on this journey to health and happiness through the gateway of gratitude is very, very, very necessary. It would be nigh impossible, I would say, without patience. So, for our gratitude practice this week, our gratitude practice is in patience, is of patience, how to realize patience in our lives. Being aware, being mindful. So it's a mindful practice as well as a gratitude practice. So being gracious of the chance to live and to learn. We allow things to unfold in our lives as they will. They might not always unfold as we do expect them to do so. But as we have patience with us on our journey, as we have space to see more clearly, be aware of the options and the possibilities around us, because we do not act hastily. We take time to see what is truly happening before us, around us, within us, and then we take action. So it is more of a response than a reaction. And patience is the companion that allows us this space to do so, to proceed in this healthy practice and life-sustaining manner. So when we do observe, when we are mindful, we're grateful for the opportunity, and then we we kind of wait for things to happen as they will happen, and we might feel that there are certain negative emotions that might begin to come up. For instance, anger or sadness. Maybe there is a dispute in your workplace or in a home situation. Maybe, unfortunately, someone dear to you has passed away, or maybe something dear to you in your life. For instance, my computer recently had some trouble. I was thinking that it would it would no longer be part of my life because it was inoperable to me the way that it was. It kind of uh, it became resolved through luck and through patience, I would say. So that is an instance how patience helped me. But if I would have acted on anger, for example, I might have thrown that computer out the window and maybe broken it onto some hard surface um, below wherever it might have landed, or who knows, maybe it would have landed in some water and then be totally ruined, totally unsalvageable. So with waiting, I did find an opportunity with patience as my companion. That situation did resolve itself. So I guess that would be a really good example for us of how we might take this mindful gratitude practice in patience within our own life and allow patience to allow life to unfold around us in a way that would better better facilitate greater happiness, gratitude, honesty, compassion in our lives. All of those life-giving um, love, love, joining, union. The union of love in our life is possible through all these positive experiences and emotions, these qualities, these observances. So the least of which is absolutely not patience. Like all of the others, gratitude, honesty, and compassion, patience is a irremovable, irremovable companion on the journey to life and to love, to being more fully integrated with our greater good, our greatest self. So, thank you so much. I do hope that there is some opportunities for you to exercise um, your patience, your quality of patience. You could say your patience muscle as well within your life in some way, shape, or form, whether it be waiting for a computer problem to be resolved, for the answer to come to you, to come into your life, or whether it be a graver matter, like learning to live um, in the spirit more with someone that has passed away, or I should say transitioned from the physical plane. That would be another very helpful instance where patience could help us because over some time we could learn that that person is never gone from our lives, has been for a long time becoming part of who we are, which is why it can be so painful when physical, their physical incarnation separates from our physical incarnation, but their spirit is never apart from us when they have spent time bonding with us in one situation and or another, and especially over many situations within our lives over a period of time. So time and patience is what's necessary there, just to realize that their spirit will always be with us, enriching our own lives and better helping us to embrace love in our lifetime. So thank you so much, my friend, for being with me here today. This has been another thank you life. This one, thank you life for patience. So I do pray for patience within all of our lives, that it might bring us to a better state of health or happiness, that it might better bring honesty, compassion, and gratitude into our lives on a more regular basis. So thank you so much, my friend, for being with me here today. And I invite you back again and again for these little segments. They're just nice and refreshing, I believe, to help us with our day to day lives in practical and very spiritual, mystical ways. And both sides are very important to living a healthy